Hello there. Well, we're definitely a little bit busy again out of Canada anyway, going south. I got them three big beautiful yellow things. I also had these big green suckers again, but they put me over gross here. I was close, you know. I can read. I just got air gauges, right? PSI gauges, and I got a mark on them, but I was, you know, so close, so I know I was close. And yeah, I was over gross by 1,000 pounds. It's kind of tough to see with a PSI gauge, for me anyway, because I've never really been close to gross. I've never been that heavy, so I can't take these. These are going to Casper, so hopefully somebody can come get them, but these are going to Tulsa. So you can see they hook up here, probably to a tractor or a dozer, and they're pipe benders for pipelining. And they drag them along on the trucks. I initially had to take this on a tandem trailer because, lo and behold, news to me, you can't flatbed in the United States without a headache rack or a, what do you call them things on the front of your trailer? A headboard on your trailer, a bulkhead. And I'm like, what the? So I got that call yesterday morning. That was real nice. Yeah, we can't send you out until you get one. We found out you've been running here for almost 2 years without it, and nobody said nothing. I said, I know, and plus I've been through how many inspections, right? And nobody said nothing at the DOT office. So luckily, in the back 40 of the yard there, we had this old relic sitting there, so I just picked her up here this morning, slapped her on there. I got one U-bolt holding her on and a strap for now. I just bought another U-bolt kit. But yeah, we got this beautiful thing on here. So until I decide what I want to do, I think I want to put a headboard here so I don't have that problems with that sprocket that I had last video. If I put a headboard here, I could put them boxes up against the headboard and maybe they wouldn't have worked out. No rest for the wicked, I tell you. We are rocking and rolling. So this morning, well, I tried last night, monkeying around, had everything all chained down, strapped down, but just way too heavy. We were misquoted on how heavy these things are. So with this truck and trailer, I can haul 55,000 pounds of freight in USA. In Canada, this truck, this trailer, I maxed out at 67,000 pounds of steel one day off the ports. I was able to weigh it and get as much as I wanted, and so I played around with it and I figured out my max for Canada weights. My US weights are 55,000 pounds of stuff I can put on here. So when I did all the math and all the weigh-in and all the measuring and all that, this plus this was 56,000 pounds. So I'm bang on for my weights as far as what I know I can take max, so that's always good to know. But really all it does is just makes for a lot of work. So I've unchained this and chained it twice because this was on a tandem trailer, because I was going to take their trailer because I didn't have a headboard, right? They wouldn't let me go without a headboard. We got loads to go, figure something out. I don't want to spend 2-3 grand right now, like, come on. So I found that in their scrap bin, or out in their scrap pile. So I said, well, this shit's too heavy for a tandem. Let's move it over to my beautiful fully aluminum flat deck. So we picked it up, forklift on each side, just like I did with that container back a couple videos ago. And then he pulled out and then I just backed underneath, followed him. So yeah, these big suckers were dangling in the air on top of 2 forklifts. But we were told they were only 12,000 a piece. But it's looking to be about 16,000 pounds a piece. So really screwed us up. Really screwed us up. So anyway, this is what we got. Pretty cool load. The unfortunate thing is the wind likes it as well. So very windy day. So I'm not even looking at that fuel gauge till the light comes on, and then we better put some in it. So that's it for now. Heading south. I was gonna say chasing the sun, but we got her right here. She's just a beautiful day. Bye for now. Okay, I want to get something settled here. I misspoke in the video. In certain states, I can haul 55,000 pounds of stuff. Every state is different. Just like Canada used to be, we're getting closer and closer to being all the same in Canada. But every state is different, so Montana, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota, all those ones I go to, I'm gonna haul 55,000 pounds of freight on my triaxle trailer and this truck. Texas, only 45,000. We are registered for 90,000 pounds gross weight in those states that I told you about. But some states, they don't let you take any more unless you have special permits and stuff, but just hauling general freight. So like Texas and a bunch of other states, you can only haul up to 80,000 pounds of freight, or gross weight. Freight plus your truck and trailer. So in Texas, I can haul 45,000 pounds of stuff with this truck. And the other states I mentioned, 55,000 pounds of stuff. And then in Canada, 67,000 pounds of stuff. So yeah, Canada, our trucks work hard, man. They work their butts off. We haul things called Super Bs, 2 trailers together. And those guys, when I was hauling Super Bs, we were hauling 90 to 92,000 pounds of stuff. Yeah, a lot of weight. A lot of weight. And just to catch up on the old, I had a busy reset. Just a quick one again. Got the truck CVIP'd, commercial vehicle inspection. So I had that done Monday. Oil change Monday, same place. And the check engine lights, still can't figure out what they're doing. Can't figure out what they're from. I think the CPC is kind of screwy there. Something's going on, because I think they're actually, the codes coming up are EEC codes, and I don't have a scan tool, so I can't tell, but everything I looked up, it might have something to do with the emission system. But when I had the goofball there trying to, he was remotely playing with my truck, trying to figure out what was wrong. I saw him kind of do a couple things on there. And then when he said, I'll send you a new one, I don't know if I told you guys that or not. I forget what I tell you. He says he's going to send me a new one, all flashed and everything to my truck, all the specs and all that. Well, can't get a hold of the guy. It was supposed to be here today. Yesterday, sorry, it's supposed to be here yesterday. I forget it's Wednesday. And guy never answered. I usually got, the first time I shipped with him, I got a tracking number emailed to me from UPS. This time, nothing. So then I call him, and I finally get a hold of him on Monday morning. I say, hey bud, I just haven't got a tracking number. Have you shipped that CPC yet? He goes, oh, it's reflashed. We got one coming to you. It's in a box, but it's sitting here on the shelf. I said, okay. I'm probably going to work tomorrow. Well, so you need it next day, right? Oh my God. So if anybody tries to deal with these guys, you just gotta hound them. He's just one guy. He's one of those guys that just kind of gets all this electronics. He does tuning, does deletes, whatever else, and mechanical. But he never answers the phone, emails, texts, nothing. So I just barrage him with phone calls. Every 10 minutes I called him. I called their line, right? Because what happens is he gets on the phone, and like he was doing to my truck, he's doing stuff over the phone, talking to the guy while he's remote working on, you know, setting up his truck. Troubleshooting. So he says, I apologize, but sometimes I'm on the phone for hours doing this stuff. And I said, I get it. You know, I get it. I guess I do. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to be in this business, you'd think you'd be more prepared for more business. Not me. Whatever. You do you. So he says, we'll ship it out to you next day. We'll try, and I think I can change it up here. I got it on 2-day shipping. I'm like, dude, I gave you a week to ship it to me to save you a little freight costs. And by little, I mean 20 bucks. Like, what a nice guy I am. Because you said you would have it here for Tuesday for me, and you haven't even shipped it yet. So I need it. Okay, we'll get it out there. Okay, great. That was early Monday morning. So Monday afternoon, I'm like, I still haven't received an email with a tracking number, because when they pick it up, like he does all his stuff, it's been shipped, or it's a label's been printed, and they send an email, you can track it, which he did on his first one. So all night Monday, nothing. Because usually UPS would pick up in the afternoon, right? Okay. I was at home all day yesterday too, waiting for my truck to finish up. Sorry, my CVIP got done on Tuesday. It's been such a whirlwind. CVIP was done on Tuesday. Monday I did all my deliveries, went home, reset. Tuesday's my reset. Anyway, got the CVIP done, oil change done. So then, yeah, Monday I haven't heard from him. So then Tuesday I'm calling. Tuesday I'm texting. Tuesday I'm emailing. Nothing. Crickets. Not a thumbs up, not a reply, not a, hey man, yeah, sorry, real busy, you know, like nothing. As they say these days, ghosting me. So now I'm like, okay, this guy doesn't want to deal with this thing. He's never seen it before, so he don't want to flirt with it anymore. He's done. He's got his money. I got his CPC. What more can he do? That's what I'm thinking he's saying. Okay? So now, all afternoon yesterday, I'm figuring out what I can do now. My local Freightliner dealer has these in stock. Just brand new ones, 2,600 Canadian. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Then you got to pay for them to flash in. So you pay the service department to put their program for your truck onto this thing. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess, because that'll be, you know, an hour. So then I'm like, okay, well, what's another $3,000, right? It's trucking. Any repair ends in 3 zeros. Anything that ends in 2 zeros, that's lunch. So I'm like, okay. So I'm planning all this, and then I had another guy talking to this morning about reprogramming this one I got. Yada yada, bada bada. And then out of the blue, an hour ago, I get a call from UPS. Yeah, we just want to make sure somebody's going to be around, maybe tomorrow or Friday. You're going to have to pay a little bit of customs fees in order to get this across. It's only going to be about $10, but you have a package coming from the CPC doctor. Coming to you. Is that correct? And I said, wow, ooh, that's out of the blue. Woo, left field. Yeah, that's correct. Super windy today, guys, gals, dogs, cats, whoever's watching. And so I'm like, oh wow, okay, so this thing's coming. So we will see. We will let you know what's happening. Because man, we're just rolling with the punches these days. We're just whatever. I'm throwing codes. It's saying I'm having emissions issues, but I'm not derating. So I don't know what he did or what's going on. I got fuel, I got start, I got stop now. The thing stopped and started. We tried it 45 times. They were doing the oil change and all that. And the CVIP. And I got gears. I got food, I got water. Keep rolling. Stay tuned. Bye for now.